What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We've got final round of day 1. It's round 8. Last of Swiss. And we have something fun for you. I know it's more Royal Knights. I'm sorry. But on the other side of the board, that's right, Fluffymon. We're going to be seeing Zephagamon opening up. Rookie in the back, a training. We do pick up the Shoto. We're going to go for the green memory boost. Modern Digimon. Double delay in the back. And we're going to get that Magnamon loaded back up into the big tree. Gonna drop the last Guardian for 4, gain back 2. On 1 cost to get the search, and then gonna pay for 1, the Magnamon. Actually a little bit too expensive. None of mine 0 cost actually, so it has to open pass. I think maybe, I think he had a Dynus in hand. I would have liked to see the Dynus instead. We're gonna see the boosts, go to 3. Get the Galemon. Suspend. Oh, not the boost, the training rather. And then we're going to go up into the Grand Gale, suspend himself and boost. And then for 3, play the Terriermon. Looks like we're missing the body that we want, but we are going to double hit into the medieval and the terror off the search. Do you just make the medieval here? Okay, we're going to go for Vortex Resonance. So spends the 3, checks and gets to add a Liberator, and then gets to evolve at cost -4. So we're going to go into the Zeph Ace, get the suspension, and then we're going to unsuspend, bot deck. Oh, choosing not to bot deck, I guess. And then there's going to be the Vortex through. Only 1 piercing check, gets a Omeka out of it. And then we're just going to actually read what the Zeph Ace does. As a reminder, this Digimon is fully protected from Digimon effects. Although it can still very much die to Oryuken. I'm going to take the block here just to block the Omeka to put it underneath. I'm going to get a 1 cost Last Guardian. Sending Cool Boy and the Lord Nightmare to the bottom. We have a Jessmon that we could play, but I think genuinely you slam Oryuken here and you win the game. Slam Oryuken, you -16 or 15, and then you end the turn with it. We're going to be spending for the Purge, choosing to keep a body off board. It's interesting because I think if he'd slammed, if you have an Oryuken in this place and you slam the Oryuken, you might actually end up turn skipping them. I'm going to swing in, effectively get 2 checks worth of it, and we're big enough to not die to overflow and turn skip yourself. And then we're going to evolve for 3. Shoto going to give the unsuspend at end of turn and blocker to the Zeph, and we have an unaffected Grand Galemon next to it, once again threatening an ace target. We have Oryuken now, so you can actually Oryuken. I think you'd want to try and bait an ace, but yeah, we're going to see the Oryuken come down for 9, then we're going to get the overflow. It would have been nice if we'd been able to do it during his opponent's turn to get the thing. I'm not sure how many people are familiar with the lingering DP minus, very similar to Magnamon. You can kind of just get that boy -15. I'm assuming he's big enough. He was big enough, though, that he wouldn't have been able to turn skip him, so I guess maybe that's why we didn't see it earlier. And we're going to see the Purge, another Purge, so we're just kind of turboing cards into the back now. Should have some rush bodies, so once this Oryuken Ace gets taken back under, we're going to get to actually get a lot of value. And we're just going to play the Omeka to pass, because we realized that the memory, that was the first option card that had been used. Decent amount of memory passed over, all things considered. I'm going to get a second Shoto down thanks to the Galemon. We're going to go into the Grand Gale. Going to suspend the other body and get a free played guy out of it. Does find the Zeph off of it. So we're in a position where we might be able to fight this one. Lumen in a really good position now. Ooh, we're doing the maths. Down comes the medieval. Suspend the Tarot, and then gonna shoot the Oryuken, get the memory back, and then Vortex, unsuspend, piercing through. That'll be piercing 1 check, gets an Omeka off of the Last Guardian, and it's gonna be the single check. Oh no, it is gonna be the 2 checks, yeah, because it's an alliance target. So yeah, I guess the piercing alliance 2 checks through does end up with 2 Omekas, which is always kind of scary. It looks like we're missing the Omnimon X though. Because I think it was hit in security, so we haven't seen one in trash. Gonna purge out the second body. So now we've got 3 blockers. I think we're just trying to take lethal off board. But body has been played. So medieval gonna fire is gonna immediately kill the Magnamon. But now you're free to play anything now because the medieval Gallantmon has been answered. So we could maybe crack a purge, get a, or you can ace out. Unless I want to see the Dynus. I don't hate this. We play the Dynus for reduced cost, and then we can purge out the second body to clear the 4s. Yeah, you purge out, play Jesmon. Okay, that's cute. Jesmon comes down, and this clears just everything. Whew. That's a lot. Like, it's expensive, but he got it done. Credit where credit's due. Did he not play a token off of the Jesmon? Gonna play a body down, does get the suspension, does get to clear the Dynus, and now we're gonna swing at the body. Well, swing at security rather, and with no blockers, that's gonna be game. If you yell from the hills long enough, you might actually start getting people to believe it. Whether it's proclaiming to be the next Hokage or the Digimon King, we find the approach of telling yourself that you're nice like that in the mirror and to every passing person is a great way to manifest it. Famously though, card games are not built equal. Being a major protagonist or antagonist doesn't set you up for success, so we want to know whether Shoutmon was just more than a capable squire or was able to become the king in the competitive scene. So we ask, how good was Shoutmon actually? If you yell from the hills long enough, you might actually start getting people to believe it. Whether it's proclaiming to be the next Hokage or the Digimon King, we find the approach of telling yourself that you're nice like that in the mirror and to every passing person is a great way to manifest it. Famously though, card games are not built equal. Being a major protagonist or antagonist doesn't set you up for success, so we want to know whether Shoutmon was just more than a capable squire or was able to become the king in the competitive scene. So we ask, how good was Shoutmon actually? Let's get shuffled up. Do want to say a big old thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. At the top we do have the Mega Just Josh, an ultimate here on YouTube, a tier 3 on Twitch. Then for our ultimates, we got D Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the 6, 3 Strike Cool, Brad, and King of Knights. And it looks like we're going to be going straight into game 2, so we'll be saying thank you to everyone else later. Open up with an Omekamon, the old one this time, passing 4 just for the draw 1. But of course we're going to try and get a chip in. Going to see a suspension, and then we'll go into the Gaomon. Gaomon punch over it with the Vortex. So stops himself from getting chipped, which is nice, but ultimately it's still going to be the extra value. Does get to go in next turn, so he gets the chip. But I wonder if we're missing 4s. Nope, clearly we're not. Just going to evolve in the back. Royal Knights now finally going to commit something to board. 0 cost Magnamon. And they're going to say the Gotsu, so players can't reduce play costs. Presumably for the mirror, but surely that Gotsu is really annoying to play around on your own side as well. Going to see the Grand Gaomon suspend himself, then Vortex Resonance. Going to pick up the Shoto, and then evolve into Zeph at cost -4. Going to get suspension on the Magna, get to swing Vortex Piercing, gain 2, and is unsuspended, protected. Looking good as well. As a reminder though, he still can absolutely die into the sun. Ooh, steals a memory but doesn't steal turn. That was dangerous, that. Just went for a random chip in just to try and get rid of the Gotsumon, and it ended up costing him a memory to make his play. Now we're going to see the Omnimon, and then he gets to just swing at the body. Yeah, that's a cheeky way of doing it. Rush Piercing. Obviously it was protected from the bounce spot deck, etc., but still managed to kind of clear. Can we take this Omnimon off board though? Rookie. Ooh, there's an Argomon in the list. It's going to get bot decked, of course. And then evolve it into Gale, gets the suspension, and then go Grand Gale, and then surely you don't have another Vortex Resonance. We're just going to evolve into Zeph. Zeph going to go in, and then suspend, unsuspend, and then tries to swing through it. Does get the Last Guardian, which means it then does get taken off board by the Yggdrasil. So he did a good job of removing the body. Obviously he still gets to extend it, Denied piercing that way as well, actually. And down comes the Purge. We're going to get a body loaded up. And Choke's over at 1. No bodies on board, so we're going to be staying on that singular memory. Going to swing in for the 1 check. Does hit the big body. That's the problem with Knights. They're really, really big. Hard to be swinging in security without... swinging in without Alliance. Just going to double check and see what's in trash. I think we're going to be seeing Rush Gallantmon come down. Probably going to be exploding that poor terriermon. I guess in theory you could be worried about Quartz, but you could maybe try an Omni Pop here. Looks like we're going to go for the Rush Gallant. Empty board does get away with it. And then we're going to play a Zephagamon. Gives him a little bit more time. Of course, we do have a Digimon on board now at start of main, so we're going to stay in the back, and then we're going to go for a green memory boost. I think we're kind of tight on 4s. And then going to go for the training. Okay, never mind. We pick up the 5 off of that, so I think we're actually just saying it for the next... Hits a Grand Gale, so we are going to get a body loaded, and now we're looking pretty dangerous. I think we're getting pretty close to Omnimon in the game. First, we're going to purge out the Gallantmon, and then, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The clown car is here. We've got more than enough bodies. We check. And yeah, we're just going to skip the cutscene and go into Game 3. And whilst we get ready for Game 3, I want to say a thank you to our champion, Shinikari Coffee Deus, DHM, Solar Ouroboros, Andy Fing, Squid Eater, Benji Gibber, Thomas Yates, Kenneth Smith, the Marta FGC, Wolfforce Magna, Kava, and Kragan Security. And a big thank you to everyone that's been joining since the Glasgow Regional. We've got Rodney Bell, Infected Griffin, Brian Santa, Just Want to Learn, Camilo Flores Fuentes, Marcio at the rookie tier, and then Jack Does Not Exist. You can support the channel for as little as £1 a month. It goes a really, really long way. Gets you ad-free versions of these videos. And you get them a little bit early as well. Game 3, Zeph looking to try and be the hometown hero. Well, really just the big hero, the underdog. Take down an otherwise undefeated out of Swiss Royal Knights player. This is the #1 player out of Swiss, and then this was the pair down. You're going to see Zephagamon swing in. Does get the chip. A rookie and boost and a Shoto early, though, so it's set up really, really well. Providing we have the remainder of the pieces. We're going to push up. We're going to go to 4. Going to spend 3 for another boost, which is a bit concerning. Picks up another 4 off that. And then crack the boost. Evolve for 2 into gaogamon. Yeah, I think we're just digging here. I think we're missing 5s. And I think you have to play for board to try and take the Omeka off. We're going to swing into security. Is going to hit the body. Yeah, he's in a really awkward position where the bodies aren't big. Like 4K is not enough to punch over an Omeka. It did need to be like 5 or 6 to punch over it, and he doesn't have it. So we're going to spend for a Zeph Ace. Suspend itself. And then is going to give the blocker and piercing. And then, of course, there's going to be a piercing check. Does hit a medieval in trash. Out comes Omni. Omni going to bot deck, go to 10. Yeah, and we are going to check in at security. Hitting a Shoto helps, but yeah, we're in a bad position. Down comes the token off of the Jesmon. Cool little Gundam token. And there's going to be the Orion Knights of the Purge. Ooh, was that a Crimson mode? Just going to end up open passing in order to get that extra check with the Omnimon. Doesn't choose to commit too many bodies to board. But we're really far behind now. I'm going to be cracking the boost. Down comes the Taro. Does get the suspension on the body. Going to see the Grand Gale because it is suspended. It gets to evolve at cost minus. Double suspend here as we get the Taro out, and then we're going to scramble into the Zeph. So we have managed to materialize a body out of nowhere. 2 bodies, actually. And then we're going to go Medieval Gallantmon. So attempt to pop. We know it's going to get decoyed. We're going to go unsuspend Piercing Alliance through the Omnimon X. And then this will be 2 checks. Hits a Cool Boy, hits a Dynus. Hi, this is actually way closer than I thought it would be. Couldn't full clear board, so we are still going to make some value. There's another Omni X in hand. The good thing is the Zeph is immune, so we're going to get rid of the medieval gallant. This feels really doable, actually. Cool boy. Gonna gain us back the memory, and then we're gonna play the last guardian. So you got to get through 2 instances. Oh, okay, no, just 1 instance of protection because it's a purge as well. The Somniax probably is ending up under the clown car. Ah, yeah, we're finally gonna see it. This is something I was waiting for. At start of turn, gonna hit him with the shrink ray. So obviously he was immune, but does die at the start of turn. So it's a good thing there was no ace targets in it. Just 1 pickup, but you've passed over a lot. So down comes medieval Gallantmon once again. Gonna swing in the lost at security, hits that and gets the blocker. Oh, that's so painful. That's so painful. Out of security, he hits the sadness, and then we lose 3 off of the Alphamon. Ah, that's rough. We're gonna swing, raid into the body to pierce through. There comes down the Crimson Blaze, burns the lost, and OmniX is gonna let him take it for game. So first place out of Swiss is gonna be Royal Knights. If you did like seeing Zephagamon take it the full distance, though, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. If today is your birthday, then happy birthday. And as always, have yourselves a damn good one.